Alright, in this video we are going to learn how to find the new Google Sites interface and start building a new Google site. So the first step is to use your Chrome browser. None of this stuff is going to work right if you are not using the Chrome browser. After you have booted up Chrome browser, you want to be logged in either to the Chrome browser itself or into your Google account. The easiest way to do that is through your Gmail. Once you are logged in to the Chrome browser or an account, you will see in the top right corner of your screen a 3x3 grid of squares, affectionately called by me the Magic Rubik's Cube. So I'm going to click on it and it will open up some icons here. The icon that we are looking for is the Sites icon. Now, New Sites does have a new icon, but currently, as of this recording, which is December of 2016, the old or classic sites icon is being used. So you want to look for that. If you don't see it, you can scroll further down and choose Even More from Google. This will take you to a page full of nice, cool things that you get for having a Google account. And you're going to scroll all the way down until you see Home and Office. And in Home and Office, you will find Sites. So however you get there, we are trying to go to Sites. Now we are trying to go to new Google Sites, but currently, as of this recording, the default will always be to take you to Classic Sites interface. So once we arrive here, if you have Classic Sites that you are an editor or owner of, they will be in the body here of this window. Now I'm using, I guess for lack of better terms, a fresh email account that has not ever made a site so that I could show you how the interface would look for a first-time user. So here in the Classic Sites panel or window, we're going to go over here to the left-hand side and we're going to see the Create button, My Sites, Deleted Sites, Browse Sites, New Google Sites, and it's going to have a little black box with a white arrow. We want to mouse over that and click it. That will, in the same window, switch us over to the New Sites interface. So if this is your first time going to New Google Sites, these two websites and their, I guess, tiny mobile phone friendly website up here, they kind of look like, I don't know, like Yetis. Maybe it's just because it's winter. And there's just they're all smiling, everyone's happy, and it's trying to give you like an intro tour, like, hey, let me tell you about new sites. So there's a number of slides you could view. They kind of explain why they released this new tool set and why it's great. When we're done with that, we hit get started. And now we have a nice big blank space. You will see a little happy web browser. Everything's happy about new Google Sites. We're happy, you're happy, they're happy. Everyone's happy about new Google Sites. So assuming you haven't made any of the new Google Sites before, you will have this nice blank screen. Now it's important to note that Classic Sites will never show up here. And conversely, your new sites will never show up in the Classic interface. So they are completely separate from each other. There is no integration between the two at all. So looking at this interface, it is very similar to the interface for Google Docs and Google Sheets and Google Slides. This is not an accident. This is all part of an effort on Google's part to try to make everything look more uniform as they're trying to roll all of their different applications together into what they're going to call the G Suite of tools. All right, so here I am in Google Sites and I'm ready to start my new site. So down here in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, there will be a red circle with a white plus sign. I'm going to mouse over it and I am going to click it. And immediately I jump into building the site. In Classic Sites, there was a series of questions you had to answer, things you had to do, decisions you had to make. That is not the case here. I don't have to pick out my URL. I don't have to do anything I just jump in and start building a site. Now, if it's your first time jumping in, they will offer to give you a tour that explains what the different insert buttons do, what the different tools do, kind of walk you around the page. Explains that the share button is not like a share button that you've seen before. It looks the same, but the function is completely different. And we will cover that in another video, but it is important to note that this share button does not control your audience. It controls who can help you build the site. All right, and then it explains that everything you do is being saved for you, but nothing will go live to your audience until you hit the publish button. So it kind of gave you a whirlwind tour. If you need that tour again, you can go up to the publish button and over to the right. There is a ... that means more. And you could take the tour again if you are so inclined. All right, so we have started a new site. The first thing we need to do is give the site a name. Now, you're not restricted to keeping this name for the life of your site. So if you decide later on that the site needs a different name, a better name, a shorter name, you can certainly go in there and change that. So I'm going to just put new sites tour. And then I'll just simply click off of there. And now my website has a name. So from this point, I can start building the page. By default, it gives me a home page with a header, and it has selected a basic theme for me. In future videos, we're going to cover all the features, themes, pages, how to manage your navigation, how to use the different insert tools, how to modify your headers, that sort of thing. But for now, this video was just designed to get you into your new site.